Hey, what is up guys? It is Slikk here. I'm back again with another video. And as we look back on 2016, I see what was a great year, not only for this channel, but for superhero video games, primarily with Batman the Telltale series, which has been phenomenal. But again, as 2016 was great and all, we look at 2017, which will be unequivocally the best year for superhero video games in the history of superhero video games. And having a channel that is based almost entirely on superhero video games, that makes me very happy because we're going to have a lot of fun stuff to talk about and exciting news coming in early 2017 and video games hitting from early to mid 2017 all the way through the end of 2017. Of course, again, we look at Batman the Telltale series, which has been stellar in the year of 2016. We had some Arkham Knight DLC trickle into early 2016. But that is nothing compared to what we are getting in 2017. Another entire new Marvel Telltale game. So a new Telltale video game that is Marvel related in 2017. This is all excluding Injustice 2, Spider-Man PS4 likely to come out in the year of 2017, and that again is all excluding the two AAA DC video games in development at WB Games Montreal, and we can only expect that one of those will be coming out in the year of 2017. I'm counting that is unequivocally the best year for superhero video games in the history of superhero video games, and I'm so excited to tackle all of it with you guys. And again, three of those games are pretty much a guarantee in 2017, and that DC WB Games Montreal game is what I'll be covering here in the remainder of this video, and my predictions and speculations for PSX and what we're going to be seeing at PSX. So, if you do not know, PSX is the PlayStation exclusive conference. It is not only for PlayStation exclusive games, but it is the second annual PSX conference. The thing to consider about this event and making predictions for what new reveals we'll see and that sort of thing is that it is only the second annual, okay? So we don't have a whole lot to go off of what we can expect. Of course, we can look at other events and look at trends and studio trends and, you know, what they release when and that sort of thing and make predictions that way. This is going totally blind, but I think that I can explain to you why all three of these predictions that I have a reasonable likelihood of happening, if not a very high one. So I want to talk about three games today: Spider-Man PS4, Injustice 2, and DC's WB Games Montreal AAA title, one of the two preferably, that we'll be seeing revealed at PSX, and that is my prediction for that game. But we'll talk about that later, and that's the one I'm most excited to talk about. But let's talk about these other two behemoths in the room. Again, it's almost unfair to say which I'm most excited for. Again, I'm so excited for WB Games Montreal just because I've been so intimately involved with both of those titles and, you know, speculating on them, and I'm just so excited for them that, you know, I have to know. I've been dying to know the official announcement and release. I want to see a CGI trailer, and I believe we're going to be getting that on December 3rd at PlayStation X conference. But let's talk about Injustice 2 and Spider-Man PS4. Starting off with, I think, is going to be the most likely, the highest likelihood that we will see at PSX in terms of reveal. And indeed, it is thoroughly exciting, related to Spider-Man PS4, developed by Insomniac Games, which I do believe will be coming out in late 2017 at the very latest, most likely middle 2017, paralleling the release of the Spider-Man film. They are unrelated, but still, it is a marketing, it would be marketing genius to have them come out at the same time. So Spider-Man PS4 has been getting some flack recently from fans because there has been a news drought. There has been little to no news. There's been one or two screenshots trickle in here, but large in part there's been no news related to Spider-Man PS4 since the trailer release almost 6 months ago. And the hype train on Spider-Man PS4 was at an all-time high when that trailer came out. We were all so excited, myself included. And since then, it's died off a little bit. Not because people don't care about the game. People are still very excited for the game, but they forgot it exists. I was getting those comments in my Spider-Man PS4 video. People literally like, oh, I forgot this game exists. Now, some of those people might be Xbox players, and maybe they have a reason to forget that it exists. But still, that's worrisome for Insomniac. And again, I'm not worried about the hype and excitement for the game. It's going to be at an all-time high at PSX, when I do believe they will be revealing a 15-minute gameplay demo. Again, considering that in, almost 6 months ago when they released the reveal trailer, that was not a CGI trailer. That was an in-game trailer. We were seeing the cityscape that they built from the ground up in New York City. We saw it all. We saw gameplay, and of course they changed the camera angles to, make it all cinematic and stuff like that. But that is the game. It was playable 6 months ago. It is even more so now. I think that it is only reasonable that we will get 15 minutes of gameplay, straight, uncut, of Spider-Man PS4 at PSX, maybe even live, just to show us and just to show off the city, show off the game that we're all so desperate to see gameplay I've been so excited for. I really do believe they will do it. And again, I think this is the highest probability out of all three that I'll be listing for you in terms of reveals and news and gameplay. Because of the fact this is a PlayStation conference, okay? So Spider-Man PS4, it is only on the PlayStation. There is definitely, unequivocally going to be Spider-Man PS4 stuff there, considering that how long it's been since the announcement or, news, and also considering that, hey, it's Spider-Man PS4 at a PlayStation conference. It's going to happen. Now, is it going to be a 15-minute gameplay demo? That's my personal speculation. I can't say that for sure. I definitely would bet money that we're going to get something of Spider-Man PS4 at PSX. Let's talk about my second prediction. So again, that's very exciting. I mean, just for me personally, I almost have to recollect from that the possibility of us seeing gameplay from this damn game. And yes, we saw gameplay, as I said in the launch trailer, not quite the same with its cameras altered and that sort of thing. Let's talk about Injustice 2, which again, in its own way, has had a little bit of a news drought. And the most concerning thing for me with that game is that you have characters like the Flash that were in the CGI trailer that have still not been announced in the game. So yes, we have Aquaman and Batman and Supergirl all announced in the game. That's grand and all, but we knew they were going to be in there, and even characters that we know are going to be in there still have yet to be announced. And that's not even scratching the surface of other characters that are going to be announced very soon. I hope like Red Hood and maybe Zatanna or Poison Ivy or however they want to address that. And Ed Boon's been teasing some Watchmen characters on his Twitter and stuff like that. But keep in mind that NetherRealm consistently releases their game between the months of March and May. Important considering that the game is 4 to 6 months away, max. I mean, 6 months away at the very, very latest. 4 months seems more likely, okay? So this game is right around the corner. We all have reason to be very excited for it, considering NetherRealm's release patterns in the past. So we're going to get some news on this game very, very soon. I do not expect story details at PSX, although it is possible. What I think is most likely is playable demos for the people at PSX and some gameplay of some of those characters. Again, I think that they're going to reveal some core characters like the Flash that we know are going to be in the game, but also some ones that are going to really get us excited, some side characters. Reveal Red Hood, reveal Zatanna, reveal Black Canary, characters like that I really do believe we're going to be seeing at PSX revealed, and that's all very exciting. Gameplay, full gameplay, not CGI or anything like that. Of course, they do have their trailers, but we're going to see some gameplay of characters like that. I'm very, very excited for it. I believe that's going to happen at PSX. And yeah, we can all look forward to that. I really, really do believe in that. Now let's get into my sort of baby child that I'm really excited for, and that is WB Games Montreal's DC Comics games. And that is games, plural. There's two, okay? And one of them has been extensively leaked, if you're unaware, to be a Batman title, okay? Now, also, other leaks have suggested from the same people that have gotten everything right thus far from other leaks, and I'll explain in the description below. I'll link a video where I explain that the leaks thus far have appeared to be accurate and correct from what we've seen from WB Games Montreal's Facebook page. But that same Bite Size Impressions news source has also said that Batman is actually going to be released second. That is actually not going to be the first release game. Now, I don't know anything about this, okay? I'm not going to comment on this. Again, we have no reason to believe they're going to be wrong. They've been right about everything thus far as we can tell. But that is what they said. They said that the other game, the second DC game, is actually coming first, which I find hard to believe with how extensively the Batman game has been leaked. It seems that one's further along in the process. We see devs working on Gotham. It appears to be sprawling and massive and that sort of thing. But you also have to consider that if the leaks are correct, the scale of this game will be unlike any superhero video game ever made. An open world Gotham. You're playing as Batman. You're playing with the Batbike. I mean, unbelievable size and scale. Maybe larger than Spider-Man PS4's New York. We don't know, okay? So those two are going to be massive open world games, and they're coming most likely in 2017. Again, I mean, I just can't even express to you. It is the prime time to play superhero video games. And if you're into them, I mean, we got excited in 2015 when Arkham Knight came out. I mean, that's nothing. That is nothing compared to what we're getting in this game. Not to say that Arkham Knight is a bad game. It's quantity. It's quantity is what it is. I mean, it's 4 to 5 times the amount of games we got in that year. It's just insane. It is insanity. Okay, but anyway, that's just me going on a side tangent here. Okay, so back to these two games, which might both come out in the same year. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that. But here's the thing for PSX and DC and WB Games Montreal. It's about that time. It's been 3 years. This month will mark the 3rd year consecutively without a release of a WB Games Montreal game. A studio of 400 employees, I find it unlikely that they are not really, really close within a year of finishing one of these games. I believe we're going to be getting a CGI trailer and reveal at PSX this December 3rd for both of these games. It is all in the balance, and the drought of news that we've had for all 3 of these games I think is the most promising for us coming late 2016 into early 2017. So that's where I stand with these games. Very optimistic for the prospects of the news of the game, but even more optimistic about a release date, even more optimistic of when we're going to be seeing these games launch, their release date. And again, I am extremely optimistic for Spider-Man PS4, for Injustice 2, and for the WB Games Montreal. Okay, maybe I'm not extremely optimistic. I am somewhat optimistic about the WB game, but even more so about Injustice 2 and PSX, about Spider-Man PS4, because those games appear to be the closest out of the three to release. So yeah, guys, I hope you'll have enjoyed the video. I did not mention the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel game that has been leaked from Telltale Games. That could be something at the Game Awards, like they revealed Batman at the Game Awards last year, so I refuse to comment on that. And also, that's not going to be, exclusive to any console. It's a Telltale game. I mean, they're on freaking, iOS and that sort of thing, okay? So, anyway, guys, I hope you'll have enjoyed the video. I hope that you are as excited as I am for 2017 and superhero video games. Let me know your thoughts on my predictions in the comment section below. What are you looking forward to from PSX, and what do you want to see out of Injustice 2, Spider-Man PS4, and WB Games Montreal? My throat is extremely dry if you can't hear it. I'm about to end the commentary. We'll see you guys in the next video and in the comments.